Hey everyone, I'm back with my update for my baby bottom apples. Yay! This is what everybody been talking about. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what y'all need to do, and hopefully this help y'all. I just got sidetracked for a minute, but I'm just excited. So I hope you all can see me. So the things that you will need in this tutorial will be some gloves, kitchen safe gloves. You will also need some fondant. You see that? It looks weird. Fondant. I'm cheating because I brought the packaged fondant. Or you can make yours from scratch. I don't have time for that, so I went to Walmart and brought a pack. I brought I'm doing 12 apples, so I brought 6 of these. So hopefully this will do all 12 apples that I'm doing. If not, I may have to go get 2 more, which I was supposed to get, but I forgot because I was rushing out the store. You will also need the color brown food coloring. And my brown food coloring was the Betty Crocker. It works just fine. Gel color. And you don't want to put too much color in there. You want to put a little bit at a time to see what color skin tone you want to get for your baby legs and feet and toes. You also need some parchment paper to work on your counter and the plate to set them on once you're done. I would say there's really no need for no rolling pin because all you're doing is rolling everything in your hand. And let me go over something with you about the apples because this is an update. I was told to make my apples by boiling a pot of water to get them clean. No, that doesn't work for me because you know why? That turns the apples brown. Who wants a brown apple? Nobody. Secondly, another video that I did when I told you all to boil some water and put some apple cider vinegar in there. No, that turns the apple brown too. So for those who ask me that question, do not do. I'm not doing it anymore. It doesn't work for me. I don't know for the people who told me to try that. I don't see how they get their apple to stay green. So I simply just rinse it off in cold water 2 to 3 times, drying it off in between as I'm doing it. And then the very last time, I'm rinsing it off and I'm letting it sit in the pan overnight. Don't dry it anymore. That's all you need to do. And here is my apples here. Green. And I also put a bling stick on there. I actually made the stick myself. You can see how to make that stick if you look through my channel. I think I put that on there on YouTube. So it's very simple on how to just glue this with your glue gun. So if you want to see that video, just go ahead and look through my channel and you'll find that video. So let's get started. Got my gloves on. This is how the fondant looks when you take it out of the package. I'm going to just put 2 dabs here. 2. I'm just going to see how much brown this get me because I don't want no chocolate baby. So I'm just going to put that in the middle here and I'm just going to roll this up and I'm going to get it to the color that I want. Once I get it to the color I want, we'll come back and show you how we get it to be, how we create the legs, the toes, and the feet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now and get the color all mixed in the fondant. Okay, so this is the first skin tone that you get with those 2 dots that I put in here the first time. It looks very light, settled skin tone, a more lighter skin. Look like peakish, kind of peakish, but brown tone, a very light peakish brown tone. So I'm going to add another 2 dots. But that's not the tone that I want. We add another 2 dots. We do this a little bit at a time until we get the consistency that we want. So you just go ahead and just mush that around in your hand like so. And then it'll foam a little darker again. So you just keep doing it until you get to where you want to be. See? Okay. So I have my fondant here, the color that I want, which is a medium tone brown. It took 13 to 14 drops, I think. I know it's 13 to 14 because I lost count. So I thought I was on 13, probably was on 14, I don't know. So that's why I'm saying 13 to 14 drops to get this skin tone color. You can't really see it, but it looks close to my skin tone, so it looks weird on camera. I know I can't make it bright. I don't have a big shiny light on my phone or whatnot. So yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and start molding the baby's leg. I have not dipped my apples yet. So what I'm doing is pre-making my legs and feet so I can just attach it to the apple once I'm done. So I'm just going to break this in half. I'm going to do it one more time a little bit because you don't need that much to create a baby's leg. And the reason why I'm keeping my gloves on, because if I take my gloves off, it will put my handprint, your lines of your handprint on the skin. And you don't want that showing on your baby's leg. So keep your gloves on. It's up to you. To each his own. So we're rolling it around. Get it nice and line free. Line free. So now I'm going to roll it the long way. You see, it looks kind of thick and fat. So we're going to keep rolling. Okay, and I don't need the legs to be long. Because when I grab an apple, put it up to the apple, see, that's a little bit too thick still. So we got to come out some more. You want the down here to be a little thinner because that's how you're going to attach your foot. So you can just play around with it to how you want it to be. But it's all about molding and shaping. And then if it's too long, you roll it too long, just go ahead and push it back up so it looks thick again. And then what I'm doing is pressing on the flat part of the skin for the fondant. And I'm pinching it on the sides to puff it back up. And just smooth it back out. Okay, so I have, don't laugh at me, everybody, because we all know what this look like. But what you do is get your two legs, and I rolled them. They're the same thickness, and they are the same length. So now I'm going to start sculpting it around my apple, and then I'm going to start pressing it down like I told you all. I'm going to press it down and just curve the leg. Once we have the leg in place and it's curved, then we're going to start creating like little lines at the ankles. And then we'll start getting the leg, creating to make it look more real like a leg. And then we're going to start working on the feet. And then we're going to go to the toes. So let's go ahead and show you how we get the leg attached to the apple. Now, remember I said my apples are not done. So I'm just using one for now, an apple. And I'm just going to, it's like a dummy apple. Okay, so now we have an apple here. And we have our parchment paper down. And like I said, this is not covered. We're just showing you how to get this shape of the legs to the baby bottom. So right now I'm going to pick mine up that are already curved in shape. And like I said, you only just, when you roll it out in your hands the long way, and then you flatten it with your pointer straight down. And then once you do that, now you get your apple. You want to place it to your apple, and then you want to start curving it round in the leg, because you know when the babies sleep on their belly, their legs is curved towards the back, and then their feet is up at the back. So here, you try to turn my apple around. It doesn't matter because this front portion will be covered, so it's like the baby leg will be under the blanket. So picture this being, this is the front, this is the back, where the foot would be right here. So hope it looks like something. And then you want to puff up your leg a little bit too as well, so you can just pull it away from your apple back and forth until you get it the way you want it to be. And then you want to go in there with your stencil, like something sharp, not sharp, or something like one of your tools. Let's see if I can get my tool real quick. Okay, I'm not finding my tool right now, but whatever tool you have, you want to go in there and scope out by the ankles. So I have to find my tool, and I'll scope out my ankles. And really don't need to scope out the knees because the knees is under the blanket.